And a good morning to you too, and welcome in for another vlog with myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And the time is currently 4:30 in the morning on the Monday as well. So yeah, been a little bit tired after the weekend, I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is, we've got to make the most of it, haven't we? And for today's little adventure, we are going down to Bristol. Sunny Bristol. Hopefully it's sunny anyway. And hopefully we'll just beat the traffic over at Birmingham by the time we reach there. And this is the airlines complete. But however, I don't have just the one drop in Bristol. I've got 3 drops in Bristol. And a 4th drop, I think it's Hartford, is it? And the brakes are off, ready to roll. To get down to the first drop, it is 160 miles and I'm looking probably 4 hours drive to get there. I know it says a little bit under than 4, but I'm going to say about 9 o'clock I'll arrive there because I need to get fuel and you got traffic getting past Birmingham area. So yeah, 9 o'clock's more realistic. Try and set his trailer up in a nice angle. Quick little stop off at Gloucester Services, just to stretch my legs, so stop around this little bit of the road. Been driving for 3 hours at the moment. And to be honest, these probably are one of the nicer service stations on the M5. Quick little 15-minute break later, and I've still got just under an hour of travelling time to go, 26 miles. So far, the traffic's not been too bad. I've had quite a few stop-start incidents. For an example, around Birmingham, as per usual. It always gets a little bit heavy around there, doesn't it, in the mornings? And twice, actually, on the M5, I've come to a standstill. But it was only a bit of congestion, so it was stood still for literally 30 seconds to a minute, and then picked pretty much straight back up to 50 miles per hour. I think it was more where we're coming towards the roadworks areas on the M5, because there's quite a bit of roadworks down here at the moment, so that put me back a little bit. But overall, it's not been too bad. The weather's looking okay-ish, nice and warm still, 17.5 degrees, so that's a bit of a bonus. There's no rain, wind, and it's not cold, which always helps, doesn't it? Thanks to the dude for letting me out. Cheers, mate. And I don't mind driving down Bristol as well, because the views are actually fairly nice, aren't they? Nice open countryside roads on either side of me at the moment. bit of the mountains in the distance, which is always nice. I know, back up to 56 miles per hour. And I'm coming off the road in about 18 miles or so. I'm coming off the M5, cut through the little countryside villages until we get to our location, which is in Yates. Just arriving now at the first job, and it is currently 9:15. So again, not too bad timing there. Hopefully the yard is free, so just reverse straight back. I feel like I'm driving in a used car salesman lot or something around here. Every time I come in. Okay, I'm gonna stick my head forward. See if there's anything there. Nope, we're clear, so we can get straight back. That's good. It's always slight bit of blind verse, this one. As soon as the passenger side's past the containers, you can then do a little bit of a turn. Only slight. A little bit more by the looks of it. Just take it nice and slow. So someone has whacked that one already, haven't they? There's a lot of damage to them. And I'm just going to line up in the centre. I'll do me there. Well, what an absolute winner that was. So my first two jobs, it's the same business, but I've got two different warehouses on like estates next to each other. So it's only like quarter of a mile away the next one, if that, to be honest with you. And I was talking to the guys, yeah, I've got 14 pallets for you and 3 for the other one. And they're like, well, I'll have a depot around the corner. I was like, yeah, he goes, take them off here. We've got a guy who goes in a van to and from all day. We'll just give it to him. Winning. Because their yard in the other place is a little bit more narrower and a little bit more awkward because you have tour buses parked outside, no up and top tour buses. So they're parked on the main road. It's dead awkward in an Arctic to get in and out. So do me a favour, nice one, Paul. The next place, it was originally 8 miles away, but however there's a little bit of a road closure at the moment. So I'm having to travel a little bit around, by a little bit around, quite a bit around actually. How am I going to get to it now? I don't know. If I go straight down this road where Iron Acton is, I could go straight down Bristol Road, I know that, and comes to a place called Winterbourne. So I've travelled through that way before, and that's pretty much the next bridge down. So they've got roadworks going on at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of through Spannering Works that for me. Hopefully I can get to the place okay. I've currently got 34 minutes left of my driving time before I need to take a break. So I need to take another half hour at least, as I've taken 15 minutes earlier on the way down. Alright, so if I go left here, I've seen divert traffic that way instead. Would that be better? I'm just trying to think now actually. No, if I go all the way that way, yeah, that'll bring me to the wrong part of that. This way is probably a little bit quicker. So it'll be on the west part of Bristol coming this way. Now it's only added 2 miles onto the trip, so it's not too bad. Well, it's pretty much like a 3 or 4 mile diversion really, just to get past that little bit of roadworks. I don't mind driving through the countryside though, it's quite nice views. A little bit more relaxing, isn't it? Keeps you a little bit more awake as well. It's a bit about motorway driving, it's just the same roads, isn't it? A little bit boring, I suppose, mundane. We've got all these like little country roads, you know, it keeps you on your toes. You got to think, okay, am we okay taking this corner? Do we need to take it a little bit wider, faster, slow down, etc. So I do prefer it. So on Winterbourne Hill at the moment. Always reminds me of Game of Thrones when I hear that name. Winterbourne Hill. Bloody hell, it's a little bit tight that one, isn't it? Didn't expect a big truck coming around that corner then. Slow that down a little bit just in case. Just creep around them type of corners. Last thing is what, a big truck or a bus coming at me. Another mile and a quarter or so of these type of roads. If I remember off the top of my head, I think just before I do turn left, there's a nice little lay-by. I can just park up, take my break. Still got 25 minutes left though driving time, so I've got good timing. But I'd rather take it with 20 minutes left instead of 2 minutes left. So it's a little bit easy on the mind, isn't it, where you don't have to stress about finding somewhere to park. Especially in an area where there's nowhere to park for HGVs. Quite literally.
Maintain safe distance.
Hey, what? Maintain safe distance? The guy's like 4 cars away. Luckily, there was a little bit of roadworks, so I managed to sneak into a little lay-by, which is closed off. Now the roadworks are a little bit further up, so I'm not inside the roadworks itself, it's just the little bit of the area where it's coned off. There was no sign saying up like lay-by closed, etc. So for me, I think it's a good enough place to pull over to have your break. I think the roadworks are going to be a little bit further up anyway. But as they're doing roadworks these days, they close off literally half a mile of a carriageway down to 1 lane. And I will be honest with you, if it didn't stop there, I'd probably get an infringement because I had 15 minutes left on my driving time, just under. So it's not worth risking it. I've had a couple of police officers go past as well in this lane, not a problem. So yeah, it's alright. If it's coned off like it is there, in this scenario, you're okay to use that lane still. It's the road ahead which is actually closed technically for the roadworks. But yeah, they just close off half a mile of the road just for the sake of it by the looks of it. We're not too far away from the destination now. I'm only 3.5 miles left to go. And 10 minutes according to sat-nav. So I'm just following straight up the A4174. Ah, there you go, there's the roadworks. I don't know why they closed off that road down to 1 lane. Doesn't really make sense, to be honest with you, if I'm not working on it. Ah well. I do get a little bit of a bad feeling about this road. Driving down here, it doesn't really seem the place that big cash and carry place is going to be, or where it is that I'm delivering to. It should be here on the right hand side, I do believe. Hopefully it will open up a little bit. Okay, we've got a test entrance there for LGV and PCV. That's not a bad sign then, is it? Here we go, is this it here? Ah, here we are now on the right hand side. Perfect. Is this the delivery entrance? I do believe so. Yeah. Thank you very much. Nice big yard as well to spin around in. That's what we want. It's now just hit 11:30. Nicely in and out of that place as well. 2 pallets getting taken off. No messing about. The final job, well, final delivery anyway, is up the M5, and then I'm going to be cutting across towards Wales direction. I don't think I'm going into Wales itself. There's a couple of ways I can get there. It's either to go towards Ross and Ware, I think it is, and then head upwards, or I can stay on the M4, go towards, I think it was Newport, and then go up one of the A roads that way. So I'm in 2 minds really which way to go at the moment. Google Maps is saying they're both literally 5 minutes within each other, so it's not too bad for time wise either way. But my sat nav is saying, so is Google Maps to be honest with you, saying it jumping on the M4 is going to be the quicker way out of the 2 instead of jumping up the M5. Like I said, it's only 5 minutes in it. But either way, I'm looking at about an 1.5-hour drive, and it's 67 miles in total to get there. Just crossing over the Prince of Wales Bridge now on the M4. And really nice views up here, isn't it? Especially when you come here on a nice clear day. And because you're in the truck, you're that little bit higher, so you can see a little bit more over the barriers, which is pretty good. One of the perks of the job, I suppose. Well, it's a huge bridge though. Absolutely huge. I think it goes on for a couple of miles. Don't know what height it is. There's definitely got to be seals down there, hasn't there, on the coastline? It's like a perfect place for them, doesn't it? Still 52 miles to go as well. And I've got confirmation I am staying out tonight. There's a collection over in Hertford, or Hertford. It's Hertford? Hereford. H-E-R-E-F-O-R-D, I think it is. I think it's Hertford or Hereford. Ah, God knows. No good with names. So wherever the last drop is anyway, I've got a collection in that area, so it's not too bad. On a good note though, it'll be a nice early finish for today, so should be finished, parked up somewhere probably in the lay-by at around 4 o'clock, give or take. Just wonder what them 2 guys are doing then. Yeah, so 4 o'clock, should be parked up by probably 3 o'clock actually, realistically. What I need to do is try and find somewhere safe to park a little bit later on, and I need access to food in the meantime. I do keep some pot noodles up above, always keep a couple of pot noodles in the truck. They're long life, so they don't go off after like a week or 2 of purchasing them. They could be up there for like a year or 2, and if you ever get a breakdown, if you're tramping out, if you get stuck somewhere, you've always got some food for you. So that's one of the most important things. You don't want to be starving overnight, do you, and cold. And you're wondering, well, if you've got pot noodle, how are you going to cook it? Well, the second thing you want to bring with you at all times, obviously a bottle of water, so you got something to drink and clean yourself with, if you like, you do your teeth, etc. But a camping stove. For all the new drivers out there, if you're in your truck all the time, it's like a regular truck for you, and you go more than 150 miles away from your depot, always keep a camping stove, because you never know when that thing's going to come in handy. At least you got it to hand. One saying I've got, it's always better to have it and not need it, and then need it and not have it. And welcome to Wales. I managed to speak to the office. We're not in too much of a rush to get here, as long as I'm there before 4 o'clock. Just stopped off at Maga Services, get a quick shower. Now the good thing about these facilities is you need a key to get in. So they're well maintained and well looked after, because you don't get the public just walking in and trashing them. It's not too bad. It's alright, that one, isn't it? Let's have it around here. Yeah, nice and clean. So yeah, I think this place will do me quite nice. And this is one thing that more places need. Because normally you get like a little bench, and then when you're getting dry, you just get wet, don't you? So at least you can put all your bags and everything up on here and keep it all nice and dry. I'm not gonna lie, they were nice showers, they really were. And do you want, done the treat as well, because now I feel really nice and refreshed. And I've got about an hour left to drive, deliver it, and then park up for the night. Not bad. Driving up now on the A449, just on the outskirts of Newport. I've come off the M4. So a nice little shower, refreshed, feel really good at the moment. So yeah, I recommend doing that, having a nice little shower in the midday. Especially if you feel a little bit fatigued or anything, because I didn't have too much sleep last night, unfortunately. So I had about 5.5 hours sleep. I normally go off between 6 and 6.5. I don't really sleep too much. Suppose you get used to it after a while, though, don't you? And when you have too much, like 8 hours, I feel like crap the next day, I really do. I don't know if anybody else is like that. But the views on the A449 are really nice, aren't they? As you can see now, you got, well, it's a little bit dullish, the clouds, isn't it, above? But you got a nice little scenic view on the left hand side. You've got one of the rivers. Don't have a clue what name of it is, but I can see it on the sat nav. And yeah, and all the greenery around, you feel like you're in a little valley. So it's really nice driving down this way. A lot better than the M5 anyway. 15 miles away from Hereford now. I think I'm pronouncing it right anyway, Hereford. It's Hereford. Hereford, that's what I'm saying it as. But the views around here are absolutely lovely. Look how green it is all around. Oh, you can only see in front. But yeah, to my left and to my right, there's just absolute abundance of farm fields all around. It's really nice. You've got the mountains, a little bit of landscape in the distance as well. Quite tight roads. Oh, not too tight, but narrow. Narrow enough for a truck anyhow. But it's just dead nice, isn't it, driving around these style of roads. Absolutely love driving around Wales, I do. There isn't a car or a truck. Same for Scotland as well. I've got a Scotland holiday actually in 2 weeks' time. So I'll do a little bit of a vlog for that, but it won't be every day. So it might be every other day, or maybe just like the one for the week or something. Depends what we get up to. But the first place we're going, because we're doing 2 parts of Scotland. Yeah, the first part is on the east coast, I do believe, if it's the one I'm thinking of. And it's where they filmed for Ragnarok. No, not for Ragnarok. It's one of the 4 films, and there's quite a few 4 films, but they filmed it in Scotland, and it's the new place that they settled down. I can't remember the name of the place off the top of my head, unfortunately. New Asgard, that's the place. So it's the New Asgard place with, it looks like a fishing village. If you've seen the Avengers and stuff like that, you know which place I'm talking about. So the first place is around there, and then we're going towards the west of Scotland, and we're staying there for a week. So we're doing 2 nights at the first one, and then driving 4 hours across Scotland from east to west, and then spending a week there. So there'll be no truck videos for a week and a bit when I do go away. I'll let you know in advance anyway, but if I do vlogs, it might be just like the trip up there, and then maybe the day, or if we go around New Asgard, I'll film that a little bit so you can see it. Let me know just like down below, are you interested in like holiday vlogs? You know, I know a lot of people are here for the trucks, but you know, as the name on the box says, life with Darren, so it's part of my life, going away. I'll share it with you guys if it's anything interesting anyway. Nice little stop on the side of the road, grab a quick cup of coffee, or latte actually it is, but bloody nice. It's one of the nicest lattes I've had in a long time. Well, I do hope I've got the right postcode. I was looking a little bit sketchy there, I'll go a lie. I'm here. Is this it? Right, I think, yeah, I'm thinking here actually. Beaches Business Park. Unit 20 I need. Right, I can't go that way. Should be able to get around. Looks a bit tight actually. But it does open up a little bit further up, so hopefully it should be alright. Let's take it nice and slow. So I've got the aircon on as well, if you can hear the fan. Yeah, we're fine down here, it's fine. Don't want to jinx myself though. Rightio. Where am I looking for? Unit 20. It's around here somewhere. Right, it doesn't help with the cars, the way they're parked. Thank you. Little thumbs up to him. Right, there I am to the left hand side. Don't think I'll be able to get unloaded there, so what I might have to do is just reverse it back a little bit. Park it up, and then hopefully they'll be able to come out with a forklift to myself. Yeah, it looks narrow there, doesn't it? That's where I need it, right where that little van is. Park it in the middle of the car park section, and at least the cars can still get around. And that should do me about there. Perfect. Right then, so the plan of action, what I do a backdoor tip, but I think it'd be quicker if I tip from one side, then I'll get the pump truck to tip the other side. So hazard lights are on, very tight. Go on, mate. Time is now 2:15 and everywhere's done, all complete now, so I just need to find somewhere safe and secure to try and park up for the night. I say safe and secure, somewhere half decent anyway. It's probably going to be on a lay-by, or I'm not too sure where, so I'm going to have a look on SatNav at the moment for where the location for the collection's going to be at 6 AM, and then try and get something within the area within a few minute drive or so. Luckily, managed to find a little co-op right where I can park as well. So, got myself some goodies. Just excuse the bin in the background. So, £1.50 for a big 5 litre water. Can't go wrong with that. Always handy to keep in your truck for boiling water for your cups of teas. I've got porridge in the morning I can use it for, and pot noodles later on. So, I'm about 3/4 way through my other bottle, so this one's a little backup. Managed to get one of these, and one of them as well. They look quite nice, don't they? So I might have that one tonight. That's £1.70 each. And then there was an offer for these ones, 2 of them for £2. So in total for everything is £9, and that is technically 4 meals there. So where you can, you got to try and save some money, haven't you? Because when you're on the road, it can be really expensive at times. Managed to find myself a little lay-by about 1.5 miles away from the client where we're making the collection. Got a nice view as well, so when the sun comes up or comes down, whichever side that is, yeah, it should be all right. I don't have to be there till 6 AM, so I'm gonna get up at 5, get there for 5:30, and then yeah, I've got time to relax and everything. I don't need to rush around or anything, which is really good. Yeah, currently 3:30, so plenty of time to put my feet up, chill out, go make myself a pot noodle later on for dinner, and then I'll probably have a good early night, catch up on some sleep from last night because I'm a little bit tired at the moment. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave the video there. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Take care of yourself. Thanks very much. Bye for now.